Yo, what up my people, it's me SPC and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing another Naruto New Blazing update video, and today we can finally say is the anniversary for 48P. Sadly, Global is getting next week, but it's starting off the anniversary. There's no anniversary banner yet, not the 1 year anniversary characters quotations, but there's the Blazing Fest and stuff like that. So let's ignore all this bullshit and let's get right into the video. So the first thing that's out for this update is the new Blazing Fest. The new Blazing Fest banner / character is Hashirama. Get hyped for him. So let me explain about this character a little bit. So I'm gonna go cover him a little bit on the top. If you didn't know, he got buffed. His YouTubes now are AoE. His first YouTube is AoE. I think that's the only buff it got. If it didn't, then quote me if I'm wrong. But besides that, let's forget it. So he's a body unit. His attack is 1,806. I mean, his health is 1,806. Not his attack. My bad. Sorry about that. But his attack is 1,326. He's a long range unit. He restores 140/200 HP, and if that's his field skill, so if you're around him, he can recover. He can give you that much of health. So I think he's the strongest field healer out there, because I don't remember any unit that does 200 field healing. If there's somebody that does 200 field healing, not talking buddy healing, that does 200 plus field healing, quote, let me know, because for around I think nobody does like straight up, but that's just besides the point. He does his buddy skill is restores 200 HP, so it's the same as Madara / the War Sakura / I don't know who else does like a lot of buddy healing, but so his first uses 4 chakra, and it does 6 times attack towards all enemies in range, seal health recovery during 4 turns, and attack reduction for 4 turns each, with 60% of chance of succeeding. So that's pretty decent. Health recovery seal. I don't think not many bosses does health recovery, but I know attack debuff is nice for other raids because you take less damage, blah blah. You know why. His ultimate uses 8 chakra, and he does 15 times attack towards all enemies in range. Seals jutsus for 6 turns and 2 turns of immobilization, each with a 50% of succeeding. So 50% chance of doing either or. So that's pretty nice, or both maybe. So his abilities is reduce hard damage taken by 25, reduce body damage by 25. His third one is reduce bravery damage taken by 25, reduce wisdom damage reduced by 20 taken by 25, and reduce skill damage taken by 25%. So it's pretty the abilities are pretty bad. Like I said, like I saw this on Kabuki's video, and I totally agree with him with this part, is that he should be having like 5% attack reduction instead of like 25 for each element, and you have to get all the dupes to get the actual one that you need. But that's besides the point. So yeah, that's the first thing that Blazing Fest, if you didn't know, is a step up banner. So let me let me explain this to you. So the first step uses 40 pearls and gives you 160 anniversary coins. If you didn't know, there's anniversary coins. You get them by doing summons, and I'll put some screenshots of this week. You can, like, every week it resets. So the first week, this the characters are out. If you want some on the Hashirama banner, go ahead, and you can have a chance of getting either or of these characters, or multiples, or only one. I forgot the prices for each character, but besides the point. The second one uses 40 pearls and does 160 anniversary coins. It gives you 160 anniversary coins. Third one is 50 pearls, 200 anniversary coins, and guarantees you a 6-star. So there's any 6-star. Most likely isn't going to be Blazing Fest character the 6-star, but that's just me. But it can be any other character. So if you see more than one gold, you should be hyped. And if it's all fake and you see there's only one left, you know it's the guaranteed one. But let's go to step 4, 25 pearls, 100 anniversary coins. Step 5, 50 pearls, 200 anniversary coins. Step 60, 50 pearls, 200 anniversary coins, and guarantees you a Blazing Fest unit exclusive. So Madara, One Tails, you can talk at any of those. And then step 7 is 25 pearls, 100 anniversary coins. Step 8, 50 pearls, anniversary coins, 200 anniversary coins. And the last step is, and that's everything. Yeah, it doesn't guarantee you Seijimo Hashirama. That's pretty shocking. And it's a total of 380 pearls, and it gives you 1,520 anniversary coins. So that's the full math. And I heard that there's for a 6-star it's 15% chance, and Hashirama, Yukataka, and Kazukai Gara only has 1% shots drop rate, and the other ones are the regular percent drop rate. So that's everything for the Blazing Fest. Let's hop into the other stuff that's out. So let's talk about my boy Zabuza. If you didn't know, he's a emergency mission unit. He's out currently on JP, next week coming out on global, so keep that in mind. Let's talk about him. So he's a heart unit. His HP is 1682, his attack is 956. He's a mid-range unit. His field skill is reduced chance of receiving mobilization by 15 to 20% chance. So it's not a field skill, it's just him for himself. It doesn't help anyone around him. That's sad. His buddy skill is boost attack by 115. He needs it. No shots fired. He's my homie. But his first usage is consumes 5 shock and does 4.5 times attack towards one enemy in range and 60% chance of immobilization for 1 turn. So thinking about it, that's pretty good. Like, he can immobilize. That's what his does. What he does, he like, oh yeah, motherfucker, you immobilize, motherfucker. I'm gonna stop. His second jutsu is 10 times attack towards one enemy in range. It gives you 2 perfect dodges for 3 turns. Perfect dodges is okay, not that hype for it, but that's besides the point. And his ability is to reduce hard damage. So he's a pretty much a shafted character. Just get him just for collection purposes. I wouldn't recommend getting him to 99 luck, but that's my opinion. I love Zabuza. I'm pretty sad that they shafted him. So let's go to the other stuff that's out. So the other thing that's out for this update is this Kirin Sasuke. The problem with him, he's not free. You need to pay. You need to buy him. You use $25, you get 50 pearls and this Kirin Sasuke, but his damage and all that, his regular stats are not really that good, but what makes him good are his jutsu. So let's forget all about that and let's start right into it. So skills, he's a skill unit, he's long range, he does 1182 damage and his health is 1364. So that's pretty iffy, and even though you're gonna pay for him, makes him even iffier. So let's skip that. His field skill is reduce damage taken by 14 to 20%, and it's not damage, it's just heart damage overall. So if you're going against a heart unit, his damage will be reducted. So that's good about him. His buddy skill reduce damage taken by 15%, same as the first one, but with hard damage is 15% reduction over hard damage. So let's get to his jutsu. His jutsu is neutralize elemental affinity damage to base damage. It's like, how can I explain it? It's the same jutsu that Madara does. That he does the jutsu, doesn't matter if the other enemy is body. Technically, in this point, doesn't matter if the other enemy is hard. He will do neutral damage towards that enemy with his secret to his jutsu, but is against only one unit and it's not AoE, but it knocks him that back and does 4 times damage. And his ultimate jutsu consumes only 8 chakra, does exactly the same, but is AoE and it does 8.5 times attack towards all enemies. So I would say, if you have the money, if you're gonna buy pearls, definitely get him. He's a good unit for that skill only against hard bosses run. So that's a win right there. So that's everything about this Sasuke. Let's hop on to the other character. So the last and final thing that dropped on this JP update is simply this Wisdom Naruto. He's totally free. You log in on next week when the update comes out on global, and you will get him, and you can even get him to under 28 and just for free for logging in for 20 exact days, like consistently. So let's forget about that. Let's talk about him, about his character. So he's a Wisdom unit, medium range. The attack is 1286, HP is 1194 if I'm not mistaken. His field skill is reduced bravery damage by 15 to 20%. His buddy skill is reduced bravery damage by 15%. So that's pretty decent. He's the same as Sasuke, but for bravery units. His jutsu is uses 5 chakra and does 3.5 times damage towards one enemy and knocks him back, and his second uses 7.5 times attack towards all enemies and knocks him back. His abilities is 10% chance of reducing taking damage from bravery units, reducing damage taken from bravery damage. It goes up to 50%, and same as Sasuke, but it's for him, it's for heart units. So before I end this video, I'm gonna show you their jutsus right here. that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and all that stuff. And yeah, see you next time. Peace.